Welcome back to the Kansas City Ice Center here in Kansas City for Game 2 of the set here in JV action between Omaha Junior Lancers and the Kansas City Jets. Mike, yesterday's JV game ended up a little lost, 4-3, but the Omaha team sure is looking a little bit better game by game.
Yeah, they look better, and the only downside to yesterday's game was that third period. And you know, from where we're perched, we saw some things that needed looked at. But you know what? They're not anything that has anything to do with talent. The keys to today's game, in contrast to yesterday, we got to do a better job of getting pucks in and pucks out. We've got to play the full 200 by 85 space. And then, just have better defensive responsibility in the D zone. And I'm not talking about defensemen in particular. I'm talking about team defense. At times we looked really good in the defensive zone, and at times we looked a little inept. But those are things that'll come. And like I said, they're not things that are related to a talent level or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Easy fixes. Yep.
Yeah, and this Kansas City JV team, haven't seen anybody else in the league yet other than Lincoln. But I think they're probably going to be a front runner for the season's.
They're loaded with talent, and they've got some kids that really have motors. And in talking with Gary Scabona in pregame, he was kind of giving us a rundown on these players, their backgrounds, and how they were acquired, and so on and so forth. And they're definitely going to be one of the stronger teams in the JV division this season.
Some good depth, absolutely. Well, we're finishing up warm-ups. We've got about a minute left here, and we'll take a short break here and catch a word from a couple of our sponsors here, and we'll be right back.
Here you go. Thank you. So where did you even start?
Nebraska Medicine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's home now. They implanted this tiny device where they can monitor his heart from anywhere.
I have some good news. Cancer's in remission. CAR T cells worked.
Oh my God, amazing. They actually removed the clot that was causing Marie's stroke. She's doing great.
No matter what it is, without question, they are our go-to.
Your connection to the state's most comprehensive care. Nebraska Medicine.
At Olden House Contracting, our specialty is transforming homes and leaving lasting impressions. As one of Omaha's leading design-build contractors, Olden House Contracting's experience, talent, and creativity make us the trusted experts in home improvement, renovation, and remodeling. Whether you're looking to invest in an expensive full house remodel, a custom addition, or a new kitchen, we'll bring your vision to life. Olden House Contracting, 402-573-8125. That's 402-573-8125. Or oldenhousecontracting.com. That's OLDENHUIS contracting.com.
We're back here live at the Kansas City Ice Center, getting ready for the puck drop here. Just finished warm-ups, and Joel Becker's just going through some in-house announcements.
We'll get this JV tilt underway here momentarily. Pucks are being collected. Teams are at their respective, the Lancers are at their respective bench. The Jets are raring to go here. They'll be starting number 37, Jacob Hall, along with number 28, Ryan Graven, who was kind of an impact player yesterday, quality player, along with Carter Eaves. This is probably their first line that will start most of the season, and a good group of players. Omaha will come out with Tyler Trimborn at center, number 19, Eli Trashinsky, and it looks like Timmy Johnson on the other side. Puck is down. Jets win the tap. Poke checked in by Trashinsky. He chases it down on the right wing corner. It's reversed by KC, and they'll come out. They try to find neutral ice, but Sinnott is there to intercept the pass. They'll move it up that half wall, picked up by Eaves. gives it alone, and they score as number 37, Jacob Hall, splits the D and comes down the center slot area and buries for the first goal with 14:35 mark of the period. We're okay. Puck is down. KC wins the tap. Bigger picks it up. Omaha able to launch it into the zone. Played behind the net by number 26, Salvita. He'll move it up the half wall. Barnes there to close it off and dumps it back into the right wing corner. Chubb finishes his check as KC tries to hard wrap and gain the zone. Number 24, Degar, he picks it up again. Lays it into neutral ice where Barnes picks it up. He'll go D to D with Omaha's number 21, Nate Betts. KC intercepts the pass and in the zone, and a nice move, getting low into the slot area, but Omaha able to thwart that effort, and they move it out. Knapp bringing it down the right wing side, and they'll peel off for a line change. On the regroup is the Jets. They'll come out, try to hit weak side forward number 14, Steiner. Bonicatti, he lays it into the zone, and he's up with Rocco DeSpirito. Omaha gains control, and they try to find the neutral ice zone, but it's picked off and dumped back into the far left corner. Omaha with an indirect pass. They try to gain the zone. Spence now with it. He has neutral ice. He's got a 2-on-2 with Graffelman. He'll try to take a shot. It's fronted and knocked down by a KC defender. They move it up the half wall. Omaha able to keep it into the zone. On the retrieve is number 47, Colton Reedman. And out they come. 9, that's Tyler Stockwell. He was a player whose names we called quite a bit yesterday. Braden Duke picks it up, tries to get a shot, and Omaha gains control in the corner. They're trying to gain the zone. Stockwell now has it, and he'll dump it back in. Puck is rimmed to the opposite side where Barnes will pick it up. He's got forechecking pressure by Eaves. Sinnott now has it. He's looking weak side. Lead pass a little too far, and this will result in an icing call. And this draw will come back to the Omaha defensive zone. .12:21 left in the first period. We're just underway this morning. A beautiful Kansas City day. On the dots, Johnson. Omaha wins the draw. Comes to the point. KC able to keep it in. Battle going on. Puck is loose. And they'll launch it back into the right wing corner where DeSpirito will pick it up. He'll indirect behind his own cage and finds Spence. Spence leads it for Trashinsky. They move it over to Johnson. He'll take a shot over the top of the net. KC picked up, stolen away. Down low. Shot by Coleman. And a save by Brocksterman. First quality scoring opportunity for the Junior Lancers in the first period. Connor Adams is in net this morning for the JV. Correction on the goaltender. Brocksterman will be playing in the varsity game. Coming down the right side, Bonicatti still has control of the puck. These Jets in this JV squad are pretty speedy. Omaha's got to do a better job of angling them off. They headman it to Chubb. Chubb tries to lay it into neutral ice. Barnes is ridden off the puck. Steiner picks it up. He traverses behind the Omaha cage on the cycle, leaves it back for Bonicatti, and Omaha is out. Knapp's trying to get to the puck, and
got to have some wheels there.
Yeah. Chubb has it. Gets a shot on goal and a steer aside by Adams. Into the left wing corner it goes. KC tries to chip it out, send it there to try to keep it in. He'll dump it back in behind the Jets' cage. Weak side pass is whiffed on by number 12, Ryan Holmes. And an indirect pass by 35, that's Charlie Mahoney, ends up in the Omaha zone where Sinnott has it. He tries to gain neutral ice. Holmes has it. He'll lob it in. Despirito picks it up. Stockwell grabs it and gets a shot on goal, and a nice save by Schramm. One to nothing is your score, with the KC Jets taking a lead just seconds into the game. 10:08 left in this first period. Face-off is in the Jets' right wing circle. Stockwell. Omaha wins the draw, but KC's able to get to it first. Spence tries to escape. In his end, comes to the point. A shot by number 26, Salvita, goes just wide of the strong side or weak side post. Comes back over to the blue line and dumped back in. On the rim, they try to find Ferguson. Ferguson lugging. Carries it into the zone, and the Junior Lancers go in offside, and this play will come out into neutralize for faceoff. Omaha changes personnel groups as well as the Jets. And this draw will be the Lancers' left wing dot just outside the KC blue line. Ryan Gravin against Timmy Johnson. Gravin pulls it back. Jets go D to D. Indirected into neutral ice, and icing is waved, so Despirito picks it up. Escapes in the left wing corner. Puck comes to the point where Reedman plays it. He tries to launch a shot, and it gets knocked down in front. Jets able to keep the puck in. Graven with a nice move. He'll come to the other side. Reedman again. Shot and a save by Schramm. This faceoff will be to Omaha's Easton Schramm's blocker side. Left wing faceoff circle for the Jets. They come out with a puck. 2-on-1 down low, but that would have been a good opportunity for a give and go there for the Jets, but they didn't see it. Puck's directed into that left wing corner. Picked up by William Bigger. Bonicatti trying to stick handle. Knapp gets tripped up in neutral ice. We'll have our first penalty call in this first period at the 8:31 mark. This will be on the Kansas City Jets. This will be a 2-minute minor for tripping against number 47, Colton Reedman. Omaha goes on the man advantage here at the 8:31 mark. This faceoff will be just outside the Lancers' defensive zone. Puck is down. KC wins the draw. They dump it into the Omaha end where Sinnott will pick it up. He leaves it for Barnes. Barnes headmans it. Indirect into neutral ice where the Jets will pick it up. They try to launch it in, and Trimboard able to knock it down. They go in offside. Once again, Omaha struggling at the face-off dots. It's always good if you can gain possession off the face-offs, especially when you're on a man advantage here. And in the, or near the opposing team's defensive zone. Omaha's coming in 3-on-2, and Bonicatti catches up to Knapp. And we'll have a stoppage in play. 1:11 left in the man advantage on the penalty to Reedman. Puck is down. Another win by the Jets. Salvita plays it up the half wall. Bigger tries to gain the zone. Still has it on the half wall. Gets it out into neutral ice where Spence will play it to Trashinsky. He'll bring it into the zone. And he's finished off along the dasher boards by Braden Duke. Jets able to toss it in. Omaha trying to set up a power play here, and the penalty kill forecheck is very aggressive, and Kansas City has always been aggressive on the penalty kill. And Omaha just can't get anything set up right now. They're first to the puck in the Omaha zone. They'll bring it out to their defenseman. They'll stretch it back and dump it in. 18 seconds left on the man advantage. DeSpirito picks it up. He'll leave it for Spence, who headmans it over to Chubb. Knocked down in front by Stockwell. Or excuse me, that's Tyler Stockwell. There's two Stockwells. I just noticed that, Mike. Omaha picks it up behind their cage. They'll move it up to the half wing, or the right wing half wall. Played back in by the Jets. Tyler Stockwell with it. He'll ring it up the other side, and a shot from the point by Salvita is knocked down by Schramm, and Omaha will clear. And that power play was
non-existent.
Yeah, like I said, the Jets are very aggressive on the kill, and they've got speedy players. And
which it makes it look like they're on the power play at that point. Our guys are just, I don't know, today they're I don't know if they're not awake, but they're slow getting to the puck.
Yeah, it's difficult to get around out there when you've got a player in your face most of the time. Hard wrapped by Omaha, just trying to get out of their end now. Now they launch it into neutral ice. Here comes Graffelman, and he's showing some speed. Moved over into neutral ice where Deledy will pick it up. It's just a matter right now, KC, their defensemen are stretching the zone and they're regrouping and launching in another attack. Shot from the point is saved in a steer aside by Schramm. Barnes has it. He takes a look. He's got Ferguson on the left wing side. Cross ice from Deledy. And once again, it's in the KC zone, but on the chase is Bortnick. Head-manned over by Graven. Omaha briefly has control here. Graffelman, he'll gain that red line and dump it into the KC left wing corner. It wraps around their cage where it's played by Bortnick. Little pressure behind the net by Trashinsky. They head-man it in. DeSpirito comes up with it. He gains the red line, and he'll lob it in. It trickles up along the half wall. Steer aside, a blocker stop by Adams. It's picked up behind the cage by Carson Baker, and he tries to move it to their half wall on the left wing side, and it's intercepted in neutral ice by Johnson and shoveled in by Trimborn. Out the Jets come. Buonacani brings it in, stolen away by Johnson. He'll try to move it up the wall where Knapp has it. Back to Johnson. The wings on the right and left side are about midway down on that dasher board, and the forechecking pressure by the Jets are kind of collapsing the zone, and they're causing a lot of havoc right now with Omaha trying to get a clean breakout. Dumped back in by KC, and this will result in icing. 3:25 left in this first period. KC Jets lead Omaha 1-0. This draw will come back to the KC end. Omaha's left wing dot. Coleman on the dot. Tap is down. Jets win another. Omaha trying to control. Duke brings it out, where it's played back in by Spence. They'll go D to D in their end and back. Good patience by the Kansas City defenders as they stretch back in their zone and regroup and launch another attack. Spence takes it away in his end, plays it for Barnes. Barnes back to Spence. Two-man pressure. They find that weak side forward finally, and that's number 83, Victor Knapp. He comes down the right wing side, comes from behind the net, tries a wraparound. Played in by Ferguson. To the point. A shot and a kick saved by Adams on a nice stop from a shot by Nate Sinnott. Omaha coming back and regrouping in their end. Ferguson mishandling the puck. Graffelman can't handle it. It's back into the Omaha zone. Deledy pinched off on the half wall. Omaha tries to gain possession, and they're having a hard time getting pucks out. Sinnott tries to play it up the left wing half wall. Back down into the corner it goes, where KC's able to keep it. Graffelman now picks it up. He might have some skating room. The other thing too, Mike, is the forwards, along with their centermen, they need to vacate the zone and move to an area where they can receive a pass, because most of the rushes that Omaha have had have been one man. Yeah,
right. Yeah, you're finding a lot of these forwards are just kind of standing still and not creating an opportunity to be able to take the pass.
Yeah, at this level, you're not going to see a lot of. It'll be exceptional players that are able to lug the puck coast to coast. You have to play a real team game once you get to this level of midgets. But you can't move the puck if you don't have anybody to move it to. Omaha dumps it in, stopped behind the cage by Adams. Their D will pick it up. Turnover down low. Puck was pushed up front and nobody there to bury on a nifty play by Timmy Johnson. 45 seconds left in the first. And Mike, the coaches' wives are in the building.
Good morning.
Sinnott able to bring it down that left wing half wall. Chubb going in and making contact, trying to separate the puck. And right by the Omaha defense is the Jets. Shot from number 6, Joe Bortnick, is smothered by Schramm. Casey's showing great speed here.
No, they're looking like they're mid-season form right now.
Face-off moves over to KC's right wing dot. Bortnick will take the draw, or that's Bonacani on the draw. Goes to the point. Bortnick shoots off the back wall. Barnes tries to play it over to DeSpirito. He moves it quickly to Timmy Johnson. He goes weak side forward to Terzinski. He comes down the right wing side, trying to gain the dot, lays it in the front of the net, and that ends your first period of play with a nice rush there by Omaha to complete that period. Score is 1-0. We're going to take a short pause. We'll be right back with more action. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.
So where did you even start?
Nebraska Medicine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's home now. They implanted this tiny device where they can monitor his heart from anywhere.
Have some good news. Cancer's in remission. CAR T cells work.
Oh my God, amazing. They actually removed the clot that was causing Marie's stroke. She's doing great.
No matter what it is, without question, they are our go-to.
Your connection to the state's most comprehensive care. Nebraska Medicine.
Welcome back for second period action here in the KCIC with Omaha Junior Lancers and the Kansas City Jets. For those of you listeners that are listening this morning, we apologize for any technical difficulties. We seem to be having a microphone cutting in and out here, so we apologize if that happens again.
Puck is down. Omaha finally wins a draw here at the start of the second period. That might be the start of something big. Trzynski brings down the left wing side. He's got some wheels. Trimborn plays it into the corner. Omaha forces it back in where Vita has to wrap it. And out it comes, and looks like icing is going to be waved as Barnes goes in on this puck. A nice move by Barnes. When those pucks are dumped in and those D are coming in and they have pressure behind them, it's always good if they look up into the glass and they can see who's coming in. As the glass acts like a mirror. I don't know how many of the kids know that, but it's a nice little trick, especially if, ragging a puck down the length of the ice with a checker behind you. Turnover into the Omaha end, and we'll have another penalty here. This one's going to go against Omaha. Number 87, Omaha Junior Lancer Carson Coleman will go off on a 2-minute minor for tripping. KC will go on their man advantage. Timmy Johnson on the draw. Puck is down. KC wins it back. They'll go D to D. Bonacani has it now. He's taking a look. Dishes it for his D partner, number 44, Carson Baker. Bonacani with it again. He's got a little pressure here, but he's staying poised. He shovels it off to number 28, Graven, and Omaha intercepts and clears. And we'll have a stoppage in play.
High stick,
looks like. Puck's been directed with a high stick. This will stay down in the KC end, just to the blocker side of Adams. Puck is down. KC draws it back. 44, Baker picks it up. He'll dish it for Bonacani. He makes a nice move and gets around Tim Johnson. Angled off by Sinnott. Johnson grabs, and I believe that was Sinnott who dumped it back into the zone. It might have been Knapp. I know it was a 93 or an 83. Bonacani comes out. Comes down the left wing side, leaves it up. Tries to find Carter Eaves, and Omaha comes in on a 2-on-1. Timmy Johnson moves it over to Spence and just shoots wide of the net on a beautiful 2-on-1 opportunity, shorthanded. 56 seconds left for the Jets. Bonacani curls back into his zone, leaves it up the half wall. Sennett able to grab it. Back into the zone where Spence has it, and he'll clear. So far, Omaha's penalty kill looking pretty good right now. They're in the tandem.
A little better than their power play did.
Yeah. Trimborn gets to it, lays it back into the KC zone. Bonicati moves it up. They try to go cross ice, and nice deflection and good read by Tyler Trimborn as he read that cross ice pass and knocked it down. Bad angle there. Here comes Graven, and he's got some speed, gets to the dot, and shoots wide. Back to the point it goes, where Baker will try to dump it in. 2 seconds left. Omaha is even strength, and Omaha has a man down. That's Rocco DeSpirito in the front of the Omaha net, just between the hash marks, and he looks like he's in some pain here. 11:58.
Yeah, I missed what happened.
Of the second. I didn't even see what happened. I try to keep an eye on the puck. He's getting up on his own, and looks like he might have taken a slash on the hands or
stick, maybe.
Yeah. He's holding a shoulder up high.
That's what I thought there when he got up.
And they're going to take him. They're going to take him off. So if we have an injury update, we'll let you know. He might have taken a stick to the throat. That's kind of where his hands is right now. Yeah. So this faceoff will be in the Omaha defensive zone, just to the blocker side of Schramm. Puck is down. Omaha wins it back, but it's stolen away down low by number 12, Ryan Holmes. Holmes ragging it up that left wing half wall. Picked up. Omaha tries to gain it. Dump back in. Barnes has it now. He'll peel off and glass and out, and this will leave the playing surface, and we'll have another face-off. 1-0 is your score here in the second period of JV action in Kansas City with the Jets versus the Omaha Junior Lancers. On the face-off will be Tyler Stockwell. He'll go up against Carl Graffelman. Casey's left wing circle. Omaha pulls the puck back, but KC ends up with it. Ragging the puck on the boards comes to Deledy, and he moves it out into neutral ice, but KC able to drop it back in. Spence and Stockwell on a race for the puck, and KC comes up with it. To the point, back down to Holmes. Played behind the Omaha cage. Separations made. Spence will be able to pick this puck up. Needs some backside support. Deledy tries to chip it up the half wall, and a shot from the half wall by number 45. Nolan Drimmel is smothered by Omaha's goaltender, Easton Schramm. Teams change personnel. They'll move right back to that favorite face-off circle. Puck is down. Bonicati wins it back cleanly to 14. He's got net front presence, and he shoots, and he scores. As he comes in off the face-off, Luke Steiner showed some speed, went right in, and Schramm had the strong side post cover, but Steiner was able to bury one behind him, and that changes the score now to 2-0 at the 10:33 mark of the second period. Omaha needs to answer here. Johnson on the tap. He wins it back to number 21, Betts. Betts moves it up into neutral ice. It's back and forth here. Timmy Johnson finally launches it in, and it'll be played behind the net by Adams, picked up by number 47, Colton Reedman. Nice quick play there to try to create a scoring opportunity, and Adams with the answer covers up the puck. We'll have a face-off. Tyler Trimborn on the dot. KC pulls it back. Omaha trying to gain control on the hop. Timmy gives it to Trimborn on the cycle. He tries to get it down. Two-man forechecking pressure by the Jets most of this game thus far. And, you know, they're a team that can do that because they've got great quickness and rarely outnumbered.
Yeah, what's that old saying? Speed kills?
Speed kills. Sometimes if your team's speedy enough, you don't even really need guys with hands.
No.
You know, I mean, just getting to loose pucks and winning races is important.
Like, that's a prime example right there. We're slow getting to the puck. And they're at the other side.
Tries to launch a shot in, and it's played off by the Jets, and they're trying to move it up and out, and it looks like Graven has it, and they'll move it out. Despirito's back in the game, which is good to see. He tries to seal off that half wall. They go D to D. Graffelman has it now. And he's poached by number 2. Puck was net front. Graven had it. Carter Eaves dished it out. We've got a Ferguson and Deledy on a 2-on-1. Dishes it. And a great play with a great back check by Graven. Picks up Deledy and thwarts that effort. Spence now with it. He just throws it into neutral ice. Ferguson tries to play it. He's got pressure, pushed off the puck. Nice play there by Graffelman as he turns and brings the puck into the zone. And Omaha has 3 skaters just overskate the puck, trying to be physical. And we'll have a stoppage in play. Offsides, is that the call here? Yep.
I think so.
This face-off will be just outside the Jets' defensive blue line, Omaha's right wing dot. Coleman with Knapp and Chubb. Chubb coming in, he angles, and he'll take a penalty here. Braden Duke. You know, Mike, I'm not sure about that. I mean, it was a heavy check, but
yeah, I mean,
roughing.
I saw his shoulder too, but anyways, he was right there.
Well, he got launched, you know, and that's probably why he called it. Yep.
Yeah.
So KC will go on their second power play here with a 2-minute minor to Omaha's number 51, Gabe Chubb, on a roughing call. Casey comes in with some speed. They'll indirect a pass behind the Omaha cage up to the half wall to Graven. Graven moves it up to the point to Bonacani. He gains the middle, and a shot and a steer aside by Schramm. Omaha really needs to kill this penalty off. And it looks like we're going to have a delayed call here. KC's number 24, William Bigar, will go off on a slashing penalty, 2-minute minor.
I think that's a correction.
Yeah.
It happens.
When you get to thinking about stuff, you know. But that's okay. Teams are 4-4 now.
A little more ice out there for both teams.
Not sure who that's going to favor, but we'll see. Graffelman on the dot. He drops it. Omaha picks it up. Barnes has it. He'll gain the red line. He's skating away and trying to get some ice space. Trashinsky now with it. He leaves it down low on a blind pass, and KC able to pick it up. Had the point open. Back into the corner. He'll peel up that half wall. Now he's looking for the point. Finds Spence. Spence shoots it into Graven, and Spence needs to get a good angle here as Graven's got good speed coming down the right wing side, does a great job angling him off the play, but looks like we're going to have another penalty here on the Jets on a delayed call. Omaha with control. They're able to pull their goalie. They're looking for a 6th attacker here. Coming into the zone is Graffelman. He's still got control of the puck. Gets to his forehand. still with control. So Omaha able to buy a little time with an extra attacker there. Looks like this penalty will go against number 28, Ryan Graven, for the KC Jets on a cross-checking call.
Omaha will have a 4-on-3 advantage for 36 seconds, and then there'll be 5-on-3 for the remainder.
This is a good opportunity for Omaha to crawl back into this game. Timmy Johnson on the left wing dot, pulls it back, wins the draw, and splits the D, and it comes out into neutral ice. Boy, I tell you, when it rains, it pours. Barnes comes down the right wing side. Looking to set it up, leaves it net front for Trimborn. It's kicked aside.
They've got a defender without a stick out there, so it's really 4-on-2.
A shot right off the inside of the top of the right wing circle by Timmy Johnson, and a smothering save by Adams. Omaha changing personnel. 6:34 left in the second period. KC leads 2-0. Coleman on the faceoff, flanked by right point Rocco DeSpirito and Spence. They go to Spence as Omaha wins that draw, gets to the top of the circle, shot just wide of the net, and it's going to rim around. DeSpirito trying to get to it, trying to keep it in the zone, goes back to Spence. Now it's a 2-on-4. Back to the point. Shot, loose puck. DeSpirito knocks it down into his feet. Another shot and a save by Adams with some good action here on the two-man advantage.
That'll be a 5-on-3 here for 20 seconds.
For a moment there, Mike, the KC defender tried to poke check DeSpirito, and he was in neutral ice. That left two guys down low. Two Omaha players, but they weren't able to catch that quickly enough. Chubb has it. He goes to Spence, back to DeSpirito. He'll bring it into the zone. He gets a shot, trying to find that corner on the glove side, just wide of the net. Back to Spence. He'll move across to DeSpirito from the dot. Shot and a kick save by Adams. KC down by one man now. DeSpirito tries to fish it through. Knocked down by the skate of Colton Reedman. Good support on the puck. DeSpirito comes up with it. He'll leave it back for Chubb. He's coming behind the net. Can't get to the puck.
Forecheck has got to be better.
On the hard wrap that comes to the opposite side where Trushinsky hands it off to Spence. Back to Trushinsky. This line has had the majority opportunities here. KC 10 seconds. They come out here. Here comes a 2-on-1. The back check needs to really improve, Mike.
Forecheck and back check.
Yeah.
So they can get a paycheck.
Shot and a score! Shot by Spence gets redirected right onto the stick of, I believe that's Carl Graffelman. We'll let you know here.
And I think that was even strength because I think their penalty just expired.
Or, let's see, who was that? No, it wasn't Graffelman. It might have been Trushinsky. I'm not sure. I thought it was an...
Trushinsky was playing the point of that. At that point, he fished it through, so it may have been.
He dropped down.
Right.
I thought it was a sweater with a 9 on it.
Yeah, Spence had snuck in a little bit, and Trushinsky dropped back.
And that goal was even strength.
Gabe Chubb.
Gabe Chubb. Nice play by Graffelman. Man, he's a smart player. Shoots it on Adams, and that was a much-needed goal at the roughly 4:38 mark of the second period to put the Lancers back in this game. Graffelman on the faceoff. He'll face Stockwell. Barnes to his flank at the right point. KC wins it back. They'll move it up to Duke. Duke backhands it, tries to backhand it out of the zone. He uses his backhand a lot. Did you notice that last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a teaching point. You always want to try to get to your forehand. That's your strongest hand. And there's another shot by Graffelman. Pile up in front of the net, and Adams with a save. And we'll have some boys getting together here in the blue paint area. 4:10 left in the second, 2-1 game. Both teams changing personnel. This faceoff will be in the Jets' end. Trimborn on the faceoff against Graven. Trimborn wins, but Omaha unable to hold off the right wing forward, and this will end up coming back down to the Omaha end, just to the blocker side of Schramm. Same centerman, Graven and Tim Johnson now in the defensive zone. Johnson with a weak side pass right onto the stick. Indirect pass. Great play by Johnson to find Trimborn, but Omaha unable to get to set up in the zone, and KC will go D to D behind their cage. Poached by their front shot by Trimborn, and he scores to tie the game on a great play set up from behind the net. Omaha ties this 2-2 with 3:43 left in the second period. Great play from behind the net with Trimborn there. Trimborn and Johnson, we'll get you the official scoring. Not sure how that puck got in, Mike.
Well, there was the initial shot as Trimborn was coming out behind the net. He threw it across the front. Shot, bounced back out, and Trimborn had followed it up.
Did it hit his body and go in, or did he shoot it?
No, he shot it in.
Okay. I couldn't tell.
But it was a rebound off the goaltender back out front, as Trimborn, instead of retreating away, he actually followed his own shot and was able to put it in top shelf over top of Connors.
Great play.
Or Connor Adams, sorry.
Omaha turning it around here a little bit, and they've got control now in their end, their offensive end, and KC able to chip it out. It'll be brought back by Barnes. Knapp tries to gain the zone. Played to the point. Omaha able to keep it in. 3:05 left in this second period. Shot from Barnes.
It was a nice little redirect.
And a redirect into Adams there. I think we found our problem, Mike. Just a loose cable. Omaha with pressure right now at the 2:51 mark. Not a lot of time left in this second period, but they've come back into this game. Puck drawn back to DeSpirito. He'll dump it in. They'll rim it. Pinch by Sinnott. He's able to keep it in. Smart play by Graffelman coming back. Leaves it to Ferguson. Ferguson tries to get to his backhand, and he'll bring it up to DeSpirito. He's got pressure. They chip it out. It's a 2-on-1. Here comes number 14. He'll get a shot and a score by Luke Steiner.
You know what? I heard that whistle again just right there before they scored. So somebody's got a whistle in here that, because I stopped the play clock.
I think it's our
because I heard
hearing.
a whistle. No.
I was hearing whistles last night too.
Well, and I heard a whistle there, and I was like, wait, oh, they're still playing.
Untimely pinch, and the Omaha defensemen are very wide on that blue line, so that leaves a lot of space in between them. And that puck got chipped up by by number 14, and he was able to, Steiner was able to go in and convert. So KC takes the lead 3-2 with 2:10 left.
Looks like they're sending Trzynski, sorry.
Trzynski's going off, and it looks like Colton Reedman was the brunt of that penalty. Did you see the call?
Tripping.
2-minute minor. Eli Trzynski for tripping. So KC will go on the man advantage here with 2:10 left. Kind of an untimely penalty. Timmy Johnson on the faceoff. He pushes it. KC comes in. They'll go D to D. Bonacani now has it. And a nice step up by Barnes to separate Hall from the puck. Into the Omaha end it goes, and on the left wing half, while Hall comes out, he's again pushed off the puck, and out comes Johnson. He comes down that left wing side and just leaves it as Omaha's on the penalty kill. They're in the tandem. Knapp comes in.
Got to be careful when that defenseman is pinching like that. They get the puck by in, then you leave it all open back there for your goaltender.
KC goes to the point where Bonacani has it. He'll dish it. And a shot from the circle goes wide of the net by Carson Baker. Bonacani has it again. This is a really good power play unit. Smart players and skill guys. Stolen away by Knapp, and he'll backhand it into the KC zone. 1 minute left in the period as KC takes a 3-2 lead just around the 2-minute mark. Baker comes in. He'll leave it into the left wing corner. And battling behind the net is Sinnott. Chubb comes up on Bonacani, doesn't overcommit. Back to Graven, give and go out of the corner, and they can't find Graven streaking toward the net. Another shot is redirected over the top of the net by Carson Baker. Finds its way to the left wing half wall, and we'll have a stoppage in play. So this faceoff will come out into neutral ice. Casey's left wing dot just outside the Omaha defensive blue line. Sennett is out with Despirito. Graffelman will be on the faceoff, and he's flanked by Timmy Johnson. For the Jets, Graven will be on the dot. Puck is down. Omaha wins that draw, and they're able to launch it into the KC zone, where Graffelman is now aggressively pursuing that puck. Omaha coming out and forcing the issue. You know, here's the difference here, Mike. You look at this kill unit right now. We'll talk about it. This ends the second period of play. KC leads 3-2. We'll be back with the third period action.
Welcome back to the Kansas City Ice Center here for Period 3 action of preseason hockey between the Omaha Junior Lancer JV and the Kansas City Jets. Mike, first 2 periods on the books. Your thoughts on those first 2?
Well, I think Omaha came to life there in that second period and were able to play with a little more jam. And I think at this point we have talked about in between periods that there's some combinations out there that seem to be working, and we're going to have to kind of rely on that moving forward here. And I'm assuming that certain players are going to get a little more ice time in this third period. We'll have to wait and see. But it is a preseason game too, so win-loss is not that important. But getting players out there and looking at them, seeing what they can do. And we identified a couple players, and one of the kids that looked pretty good in that second period was Omaha's number 88, Andrew Ferguson, and I think he might be able to make a little more impact as we move forward here.
Absolutely, and we're still shorthanded with some guys with grades already early in the season, some injuries. Parsons is out with a knee injury, probably out for the season. It sounds like.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's some injuries and some grade stuff going on right now. So we're not at full strength either. But on the flip side, utilize the personnel that we've got.
Absolutely.
And hopefully the right situations. And again, this is preseason hockey, so this is the time you test that stuff out and try and figure out where you're at before you get into the regular season.
Yeah, and if you look at the composition of the players on the JV team, you can find players on there and load up a couple lines, or you can spread the players out and try to play with a more depth game. You want a checker on every line. You want a quality centerman. And there are little things that they need to work on. Our draws need to really improve, and that's a simple thing. And it doesn't take any skill to win draws. It just takes some technique and some confidence. And so I think those are things that will improve as we move forward.
And I thought that second period, the draws were much better.
Yes. And, a lot of that comes with momentum. So when you're feeling better about yourself, you're more successful at winning pucks.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting ready here to get this third period underway here. Both teams are at their benches. Saying a few last words before the period starts, Mike. And we'll get underway here shortly. Just want to give a shout-out to all our viewers. We have a couple of viewers there in Des Moines that are catching the game, so thanks for tuning in. We've got some other games that happened yesterday. The Oak Leafs played the Quad City Blues. Quad City winning both those games, JV and varsity. So, again, preseason, getting guys in, getting guys out, seeing where they're at. But that Quad City varsity team is going to be pretty strong this season.
Yeah, they appear, at least on paper, they look pretty good. They're probably the oldest team in the league. I think they have 17 seniors. Okay.
Should be good.
Third period action. Puck is down. Clean win by the Jets. They move it up into neutral ice, and it's dumped in by number 24, and that is William Bigger. Played off by Sinnott. Bonicatti to the point. A shot just over the top of the net by number 44, Carson Baker. Played behind by Steiner. They try to move it to the point, and it goes into neutral ice and splits the D. D for KC are changing. Sinnott tries to move it up the wall. Picked up by Trimborn, and he's going to try to skate it out. Poached away by number 24, William Bigger, and he's going to get a call here, and I think it's a slash. Certainly it is. Number 24 for the KC Jets. The start of this period will go off William Bigger for a 2-minute minor for slashing, and I think it was on Trimborn as he tried to come out of the zone. KC once again wins the draw. They'll dump it back in. Despirito goes back. He's back with Spence. Spence moves it. Omaha trying to find someone to dish it to, and look at this. Bonicatti finds Steiner down low and unattended. He's still got control. He shoots the puck in a save by Schramm. Omaha's got to spread out here and get to an open piece of ice where they can give each other the puck. Back behind the net is Coleman with Trashinsky and Chubb. Chubb trying to win the puck behind the cage. He'll come out with it. He's forced off. Back to Coleman. Coleman leaves it net front, and Chubb is tied up and can't get a stick on the puck, and the Jets are able to clear. Spenson on the retreat. He'll retrieve this puck and come back up. He'll try to find Trushinsky. He headmans it to him. Eli comes down that left wing wall. Got to get that puck low. Spencer has it. Or Spence, Paul Spence, number 3. Dumped back in, knocked down by Spence. And Barnes and Spence collide behind their cage. Barnes trying to come out, makes a nifty move on Stockwell. And he's moving the puck down the neutral ice zone. Comes in down the right wing wall. Still has control, leaves it up front. And unable to get a stick on it. And here comes Stockwell and Johnson. A shot by Stockwell is redirected by Schramm and into the netting, and this will result in a stoppage in play.
Ten seconds left on the Kansas City power play, or penalty kill, sorry.
12:28 in the third period. KC leads 3-2. Stockwell on the draw. Omaha wins it. And here's Ferguson now with it. He'll come out of the zone. He tries to handle and loses it, but he gets it down into the KC end. Now coming back into neutral ice is Barnes. And he is interrupted by Charlie Mahoney, and it comes back into the Omaha zone. Now Graffelman leaves it into neutral ice. He'll try to move it up. Stockwell comes into the Omaha zone, tries to make a move. Barnes steals the puck away. Teams are even strength now. Ferguson tries to hit Graffelman. And KC defense steps in and gets a shot. And Schramm with the save. 11:46 in the third. Face-off will come down into the Omaha zone, just to the glove side of Easton Schramm. Graven against Coleman. Omaha wins this tap down low. Spence dishes it for Chubb. He'll try to rag it up that right wing or left wing half wall. Omaha comes up. Knapp now with it. Gets picked off by number 45, Nolan Drimmel. Back to the point where Spence has it. He'll shoot. Steer aside by Adams. And KC clears, and we're once again one defenseman back. Spence loses control, and back to the point it goes, where KC will play it across to Drimmel. Drimmel tries to drive it in. They leave it net front, and it's poke checked, and Schramm with a stop. They're still ragging the puck on the side of the net. Coleman now has it. He'll leave it up for Knapp. Puck is frozen along the KC left wing half wall. Chubb now has it. He'll headman it to Knapp. KC has it. He'll play it out. Barnes poke checks away. Tim Johnson gathers the puck for Trimborn. Trimborn loses the handle and poke checked away by 37, Hall. Comes into neutral ice where Barnes will chip it into the KC zone. Back on the forecheck is Trushinsky to Johnson. Back to the point where Barnes has it. Down the half wall and chipped away by number 2, Carter Ebbs. Ebbs has it. He indirects it back into the Omaha zone. KC regroups in neutral ice. Headman pass for Bigger is too long. Comes into the Omaha zone, and they'll try to gain control as Barnes is on the puck. Now Johnson. against Bonacotti. Back to Barnes. The addition of Barnes in today's JV game is pretty evident.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of adding a little bit of spice back there.
Yep. Bonacotti has it. To Spence. He'll go to DeSpirito. Out of his reach, and in comes Baker with it. They'll toil for it here on the KC right wing wall. Down low for Spence. He's finished off by Bigger. Puck is still loose in that corner. Bonacotti with multiple nifty moves goes back to the point, and a shot from the point is knocked down off the back of, I believe, Paul Spence. Spence glasses it, tries to gain the zone, unable to do so. Graffelman now.
You got a weak side way open here. Andrew Ferguson
is wide open. Yeah.
And then we're icing it.
We're trying to force that strong side. Puck will come back down into the Omaha defensive zone for face-off. Kansas City controlling now. Sealed off, and Omaha will come up with it. Knapp coming down into neutral ice on the left wing side. Knapp has it again. Back over to KC. Omaha chips it back in. Chubb now has it. And here comes Duke. Boy, he was just steps away from that puck, getting in alone with Schramm.
I was going to say, Schramm had the opportunity to poke it, and he just let it slide right on by. Dangerous.
At the point is Knapp. On the half wall is Coleman. There's a shot that just ricochets off that strong side post, and Omaha able to chip it out. They'll change personnel. Quick up by KC here as Vida comes into the zone with some speed. Dished off by Trushinsky to Trimborn. Trimborn tries to find the net cross, can't do it. Stepping in is Trushinsky. Into that right wing corner, stolen away by John Teska. He's bumped off the play by Trimborn, and he launches it into the Omaha zone. Icing will be the call. This face-off will come all the way back to the KC Jets defensive zone. 6:09 left in this game. Plenty of game left. 3-2 is your score with the KC Jets in the lead. Barnes and Spence at the point. Nice draw to Deledy in the high slot, and he gets a shot just wide of the net. KC trying to get out of their end. They'll go D to D. Over to Dremel. Spence picks it up. He'll go D to D on the regroup to Barnes, and they'll chip it up for Ferguson. Ferguson dishes it. Net front, it's loose. And it comes out into the corner, and KC gains control. They'll find Graven. He's up. He's on a breakaway with Barnes, and a shot is thwarted by Omaha's Easton Schramm on an outnumbered situation. Spence dumps it in. Nice Kareem off that back wall. Ends up on a KC Jet stick. Stolen away now by Knapp. He'll dish it for Chubb. Graffelman on the play. DeSpirito now. He'll lob it in. Holding the point there is Nate Sinnott. He'll drop it in. It'll rim to the other side. Left wing corner. And now Knapp picks it up behind the net, loses the handle momentarily, comes back around, looking to dish it from the bottom of the circle, and Adams didn't even see that. It went wide of the net. And another shot from the half wall, and a save by Adams. Omaha with some pressure. DeSpirito steps in, trying to keep the puck low. Nice support by Coleman, and Omaha ends up with it. Chubb lays it into that left wing corner to DeSpirito. He'll step in. He tries to get a shot. It's poke checked away by Bonacani. 2-on-1. Bonacani, and a shot and a score by Carter Reeves as Omaha gives up an outnumbered situation. Not as many 2-on-1s as we saw yesterday, but these 2-on-1s have ended up in the net. So 4-2 is your score now with 3:47 left in this third period.
Yeah, there's some opportunity for coaches there next week to teach the numbers game.
We discussed it last night at later in the day and after the game that the D need to move in closer off those walls, and they have to stack. When the 1D is forcing the play on the strong side, that weak side D needs to step back into neutral ice to help cover that, and then the back checking forward could come in and help out on a situation like that. But there's been two just recently here in the third period, and that one resulted in the fourth goal. Puck's played by Omaha's Nate Betts to Trashinsky. Barnes has it. He's got some nice hands, and he comes in and shoots from about the top of the right wing circle, and Adams smothers that puck. Puck forced toward the net. Adams with a steer aside. A shot by Knapp gets redirected. Omaha drives it into the left wing corner. Comes to the point. Spence tries to keep it in. Knapp has it. He'll dish it for Graffelman. Spence has it at his defensive blue line and tries to move it up that left wing neutral ice wall. KC will rim it around. Steps in Sinnott. Sinnott will take a shot from the point. Steered aside by Adams. Another shot by Spence, just wide of the net. Off that weak side post. Stockwell in on it. To number 16, Nick Peterson. And they'll move it up to Duke. Duke is rubbed off the puck by Spence, and Graffelman now finishes his check behind the back wall. Sinnott now has it, trying to move up the Lancers' right wing corner. There's an example of Graffelman has that puck, and Chubb was on that half wall. He needs to vacate that zone once he sees that that puck is being carried out. KC going strong side to weak side behind their cage. Trimborn now has it. He'll try to dish it. Goes to the opposite corner where Trashinsky will play it. Up in the half wall. A finished check by Trimborn, and KC has it, and they'll come out. into neutral ice. And they chip into another outnumbered situation as Omaha pulls the goalie. And that will about do it in this contest. Less than a minute left. It's 5-2. Another third period breakdown here as the Jets take a 5-2. Did they post that score up there? There it is. 5-2 lead with 49 seconds left in the game. And Mike, yet another outnumbered situation, almost 3 back-to-back ones.
Yeah, those. I mean, I don't really matter who you're playing. Those are going to hurt you every time.
Yep. Puck's in the right wing corner. The Omaha defensive zone. Spence will play it. He'll come down the right wing side. He's getting the center of the ice. Ferguson is tagging along. Ferguson goes net front. And the Jets win Sunday morning here in Kansas City. The JV game 5-2 in convincing fashion. We'll be back with varsity action here momentarily. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.